Attention, passionate Dallas Cowboys fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East, and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another championship run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before we dive in, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and fellow Dallas Cowboys fans. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, if you've been paying close attention to the NFL landscape lately, you've probably noticed that the Dallas Cowboys are in a very interesting position as we approach the trade deadline. There's a lot of chatter, a lot of speculation, and quite honestly, a lot of potential for this team to make some bold moves. The Cowboys, as many of you know, are always trying to find that perfect balance between building a formidable defense and maintaining an explosive offense. But right now, the focus seems to be shifting a little, especially when it comes to roster adjustments that could really shape the rest of this season and beyond. Let us start with the elephant in the room, the defense. It's no secret that the Cowboys' defense, despite flashes of brilliance, has struggled mightily this year. As of now, they rank second to last in points allowed and yards allowed, which is a glaring weakness when you're competing in the tough NFC East. That's a division where every game counts, and having a leaky defense can cost you dearly. When you look at the roster, it's clear that the team needs help across multiple units: cornerback, safety, linebacker, pass rush, and defensive line. The Cowboys need reinforcements, no doubt about it. They're probably looking at the trade market, trying to identify players who can make an immediate impact, especially with the deadline looming next Tuesday. But here's the interesting part: while the defense clearly needs bolstering, there's also a possibility that Dallas might choose to lean into their offensive strengths. And that's where things get really intriguing. The team has been dealing with some significant injuries on offense, particularly at the running back position. Miles Sanders, who was supposed to be their RB2, has been sidelined with knee and ankle injuries, and that has created a bit of a void in the backfield. Sure, Javonte Williams has been doing his best to carry the load, but the team needs a change of pace, a reliable option behind him to keep defenses honest. Now, one of the names floating around as a potential trade target is Tony Pollard. That's right, the former Cowboys star who left Dallas for Tennessee after signing a 3-year, $21 million contract. Pollard, for those of you who might have missed it, was a key part of Dallas' backfield, especially in the last couple of seasons. He's the guy who burst onto the scene with explosive plays, running for over 1,000 yards in both 2022 and 2023. He was a versatile threat, capable of catching passes out of the backfield and breaking big runs, exactly the kind of player that could give the Cowboys' offense a much-needed spark. The rumors are gaining traction that Dallas might be interested in reuniting with Pollard. Why? Because he is still under contract, and despite his current deal with the Titans, he is on a more flexible financial plan. His contract with Tennessee is for 3 years, but the team might be willing to part ways after this season if the price is right. His dead cap hit is only around $2 million if released, which makes him an affordable rental for a team looking to add depth at running back without giving up too much draft capital. And let us be honest, Dallas' backup options right now, like rookie Jadon Blue, Haven T exactly set the world on fire. Blue has only managed 22 carries for 65 yards in 4 games, which isn't quite enough when you consider the workload and the importance of establishing a consistent running game. So what would Pollard bring to the table if he were to come back? Well, for starters, familiarity. He knows the Team-S system, the offensive line, and the playbook. His chemistry with the quarterback and the rest of the offense could be reestablished almost immediately. And let us not forget, Pollard has proven he can be a game changer. Running for over 1,000 yards in each of his last 2 seasons with Dallas, he has shown he can handle a significant workload and deliver big plays when needed. Bringing him back could provide that change of pace element that the team is desperately missing right now, especially with the offense trying to stay afloat amid injuries and inconsistent production from other players. Of course, there are some questions about whether Dallas should go all in on a trade for Pollard. The team is also reportedly eyeing other options, including potential upgrades at linebacker and along the defensive front. But given the current state of the roster, it seems like adding a proven, familiar running back could be one of the smartest moves they make before next week. It's a low-risk, high-reward situation. Pollard isn't a long-term solution necessarily, but a rental for the rest of the season, helping to stabilize the offense, could be exactly what Dallas needs to push for playoff positioning. And let us talk about the context here. The Cowboys have always been a team that values versatility and adaptability. They've shown that in the past by making bold moves at the trade deadline, whether it's acquiring key players or reshuffling the roster to fit their championship ambitions. With the NFC East as competitive as ever, teams like the Eagles, the Giants, and the Commanders all fighting hard, Dallas cannot afford to fall behind. They need to capitalize on this opportunity, and if that means reuniting with a player who already understands the culture and the system, then so be it. Now, looking at the big picture, this potential move reflects the Cowboys' overall approach this season. On offense, they trying to maximize their strengths, including their passing game and offensive line, while looking for ways to add explosive plays in the running game. On defense, the focus remains on shoring up the secondary and improving the pass rush. The deadline will be telling in terms of how aggressive they'll be, whether they go after multiple players on defense or focus on bolstering their offensive weapons. This season has been a roller coaster for Dallas fans, no doubt. There have been moments of brilliance, like their dominant performances on offense, but also struggles, especially on defense, that have kept them from reaching their full potential. The move to potentially bring Pollard back would send a clear message this team is serious about contending right now. It's about maximizing what they have, filling gaps with familiar faces, and making a run at the NFC title. So, as we sit here just days away from the trade deadline, the anticipation is high. Will Dallas pull the trigger on a move to bring Pollard back? Will they address their defensive issues with mid-season upgrades? Or will they stand pat and trust their current roster to get the job done? Honestly, it's a mix of both, and that's what makes it so exciting. The Cowboys have often been a team that surprises us, and this year might be no different. As fans, we always want to see our team make those bold, decisive moves that can change the course of a season. And right now, the possibility of reuniting with Tony Pollard adds an extra layer of intrigue to the NFL trade deadline story. It's a move that could energize the offense, provide some much-needed stability, and maybe even give them that little extra edge they need to finally push through in the playoffs. But no matter what happens, one thing is certain: Dallas Cowboys fans are passionate and resilient, and we'll be watching every moment unfold, cheering loudly for our team to make the right choices. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What is your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Dallas Cowboys. Do you think reuniting with Tony Pollard is the move that could take them over the top? Or do you believe they should focus on bolstering their defense and hold tight until the offseason? Whatever your view, we love to hear from you. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news. We've got a lot to cover as this season unfolds, and your support means everything. Let us keep this community strong, keep the passion alive, and continue to believe in our team. Because at the end of the day, being a Cowboys fan is all about hope, resilience, and the relentless pursuit of that next victory. Thanks for being with me today, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember, the road to another Super Bowl runs through Dallas, and we're here to talk about every twist and turn along the way.